I'm actually playing the game. Because usually it's not a black background like this. Like, watch. Here we go. It's not like 100% readable, but when I had it on as a white screen, it was like basically impossible to read. Like, there was no reason to have it. I don't think vegans can eat honey is the thing. Unless it's like non-bee related honey. And otherwise no other form of like insects. But I don't know. Yeah, the gray kind of looks bad. Yeah, it's a Streamlabs thing. Everything I use is Streamlabs. It was made from clovers. I don't think that's an issue. I don't think veganism excludes plant-based. If it did, I literally don't think you'd have anything left to eat. That's it. I need to figure out a good way to display. Maybe if I can apply like an outline to text on the chat. I don't think Streamlabs has a feature for that. Unless I did like I could do a chroma key thing and probably fake an outline if I gave it like a slight stroke. But that sounded weird. You know, like a stroke outline. But I'll toy with that for another stream. I'm not too broken up about it. It's just that the white looked terrible. So I applied like a darker palette. God. A rainbow gradient would probably be more visible than anything else. Because at least at some point it'll strike a tone that will work, so you can see it in glimpses. Yeah, white with a black outline I think would be ideal. Titanium white. Or some Patholo green or whatever. I forget all. Liquid clear. Don't do this to me. Oh, thank you. What a chill dude. 233 is good. Yeah, black outline would make it perfect. And it's like it's like not terribly invasive because it's not like some neon color, it's just like neutral black white. Whereas the gray, it's like innocuous, but it's like slightly more invasive, so I don't care much for it. But it's the best I got. What was it that you wanted to take from me, Boomer? Because you mentioned that. Neon or nothing. I mean, you can tell I'm not shy to use neon colors on my stream. I like neon palettes, just... It's like, you know, what Professor Oak says. There's a time and place. I'm out of coffee. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can always take from me, man. My trick is I'm just gonna not talk during that part because it always sounds glitchy. Please tell me that worked. It did. Okay. I was like, I think 1 or 2 pixels away from him. Which I guess the interaction, like, hitbox for these characters is actually pretty big. Depending on who you're talking to. 421, hell yeah. I wasn't even paying attention, but I guess the split is going to be pretty good. It's going to be like a 503, 504. We will be green, I can guarantee you. Wow, 5 flat. That's cool. Okay, thanks. You can kind of like, it kind of telegraphs its patterns if you like know it, if you know the Molder movements well enough. You can kind of get a feel for what's going to happen. Of course, not with 100% consistency, but like enough. Sort of like with the Molder boss, like when I pause, you can kind of tell what he's going to do for at least the next like 2 or 3 seconds. And then from there, after you get the first hit, it's about like stun locking and then hoping he doesn't troll you and like cover his hitbox, which he usually doesn't, so it's fine. I think the trick to the Molder boss is the first hit, and then about stun locking and like understanding his hitbox. I'm glad that worked. I think that was like 1 or 2 pixels out from the wall for whatever reason. I just didn't clip right. 147, nice. Like that. You just have to like know how he's gonna move. Like after the first hit, it's just a matter of like knowing the timing for his hitbox. Nice. I remember when like you used to be able to get 705 D1s because we used to buy 1 set of bombs. Well, I guess you can still get 705s. Well, no. If you're going to buy 1 set of bombs, you're probably going to be doing different routes anyways and would get like 640s. Because if you do like Black's Mushroom Strat, like the beginning is totally different. Like you can't really compare it because there's too many little minute differences. Black's route is really fascinating though. And he gets to do the Villa jump in D1, which I think is cool. But no one does because it's silly to do otherwise. It's not like people don't do it for a dumb reason. I still might get early drop, but I'm not in danger of getting, or late drop, but I'm not in danger of getting early drop, which is fine. I'm not interested in playing that crazy for this start. Yeah, that was slower, I think. I think the timing window to make those jumps, like even optimal period, is very small, and I think it saves no more than like 10 frames. And that's like a generous estimate. It's like really silly to go for, I think. Yep, I figured. That's fine. Ah, damn, that's really late. Oh no, I hope I don't get the acorn. I wonder if I should take a damage boost. No. Maybe I should. Yeah. It's probably pointless to get the damage boost, but it costs very little time to ensure I don't get an acorn, so it's fine. Still, very late. Not the best. I don't know what the differential is per room for POP. I guess it really varies on the room, but as long as I get it before Hinox, we're fine, because then that's like tons of extra menus. The odds of getting it that late before Hinox is like pretty unlikely. If you're like making an effort to count POP, you probably will get it before then. Okay, at least I got him. Yo, Tub, Fat Boy Tub, dude. Your usernames are always on point. it's like evolutions. It just gets better. $205, so it's about a 3-second differential, I think. If you get it in Shy Guy room. Also, I took a damage boost, so I probably added like a half second. This isn't Exhales of the Mild. Nah, this is a demake of BOTW called LADX. Yeah, I fucking love your usernames. They get better and better. That was very close to not working. A 1220 anything. I don't know if I've ever gotten a 1220X D2, so that's pretty cool. I think that's like a first for me. I don't know if it's ever been substantiated that there's first frame hops to like actually avoid taking damage from like enemy hitboxes. I always have this theory that it's true, but I've never actually like sat down and tasked it, and I don't think it's worth it to. It's just like a curious little thing. Okay, that's average. I'll take it. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm proud of him. He's cool. He's hungry. Always so terribly hungry. We're gonna lose basically all our time save, but that's fine. A 1435 entered D3 is like really good. Like tying my PB here is like totally acceptable because my PB had a really good start. I'm not too broken up about that time loss. I like how I just sat there like getting totally bodied by that bomb. Link didn't care. I do not have bottom of the well. I have not seen it I have not found it to be particularly fascinating. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. I played a little bit of it at SGDQ, and like, I don't know. Modern 3D Zeldas just don't do it for me. That's late or early. Oh, that was right. Damn it. I mean, yeah, I like if you're into the 3D Zeldas, I hear it's like one of the best like ever. Like I hear people like just say it's freaking amazing. Which is cool. Like Skyward Sword, I didn't care much for. Okay, I mean, I really need to not kill these guys. Okay. That's good. You've been playing OOT? How is this a better one than the previous one? That felt so much worse. That felt like substantially worse than the last run, but somehow it's like really good. Heck, mate. These earbuds are too small. My ear canals are too big. I can't remember the last time I played OOT. I've seen a ton of it. Like, I like watching that speedrun, especially glitchless. Glitchless is a fun category. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a really fun casual game. I remember... I've only played Master Quest, like, all the way through. I played, like, a little bit of OOT, like, vanilla, but I own Master Quest on the GameCube copy, and that was really fun. I didn't equip sword. I could have avoided that damage. I need to redo the movement there, it's really weird. Yeah, Jabu Jabu is really hard dungeon. I remember having a hard time with that dungeon because like the bubbles and like when you have to carry the Zoro girl. And I was just getting like totally junked by the bubbles and I was like, oh my god, how do people do this? How do people do this fast? I honestly think Ocarina of Time was like the hardest Zelda I've ever played, I think. I had such a hard time with that game when I was a kid. Ah. I was worried he was going to eat that guy because I kind of bonked on the edge. Ah, gross. Hey, Cisne, how's it going? Oh my god. It begs to differ. Yeah, Big Octo is pretty mean. Really? Don't do this. I screw up the tiniest little things, and it like really messes me up. Like, I lose a lot of time to like really micro mistakes. That was also a really good screen, like last time. I don't think I'll be saving any of this time. I think overall I'm getting a lot better at like moblins are mean. I'm getting better at like handling these screens though, like depending on the context. To limited success, but like I think I'm getting more consistent. What am I doing? I'm also getting incredibly lucky with Bow Wow, to the point where I think I'm gonna get a late POP if he doesn't start eating stuff. You have to like strike a balance with Bow Wow. It'll probably be fine. I'm probably like overestimating how little he actually can eat. Ah, please. Yeah, that was not very good. Water Temple. I remember struggling really a lot with Water Temple. Like, I don't know. I've never really argued when people say that it's the hardest, because I remember struggling really hard with that temple. There we go. I don't know what the hardest temple for me was. It'd probably be water, I would say. Wow, nice. Okay. Let's chill. Yeah, it's like you either think it's the hardest or you think it's like the easiest temple in like all of Zelda, which is really funny to me. I don't know. It's such like a polarizing dungeon. I don't know. I struggled really bad with Water Temple. Then again, I was like 12, so maybe that had something to do with it. I think what confused me was the fact that like you have to constantly change the level of like the water, and I got really tripped up because I forgot what was on what level. And I think, yeah, it was like very annoying. I think the design was frustrating because you like I get the whole like appeal to changing layouts of dungeons. That's like a really good point. 133, okay. But like it was just it felt confusing for reasons that went beyond the puzzles. It felt just confusing because the design was bad. Is what I think. I think 3D Zeldas have some of the worst dungeons. Like when I think OOT, when I say it's the hardest, I think from like a pure execution standpoint, it was the hardest. But I think from like a problem-solving perspective, it was not good for the reasons it should have been good. I think 2D Zeldas have some of the most sophisticated level designs, like LEDX, and I think Seasons are #1. Just some of the coolest dungeons. Yeah, OT3D, you don't have to enter the menu to do that. I think they did that in a direct response to people saying it was annoying. Why am I so bad at the screen? I can't seem to change direction midair to get these things, no matter how hard I try. That was good. Like, I don't really remember liking any of the dungeons in Wind Waker. That's probably why it's one of my least favorites, because I didn't really care for any of the levels. Oops. And then I didn't care much for... Twilight Princess had some good ones. Like, the monkey one was actually pretty cool. I liked the way that worked. I didn't like any of Skyward Swords. Because I'm one of those people who didn't like the motion controls. Like, I think they were cool, but I have to admit, it really suffer. It made the gameplay suffer. Like, I think the concept is cool, and it was like really important if you want to like experiment. Then sure, go ahead. But ultimately, that's one of the main reasons why I've never returned to that game. I think Wind Waker is a pretty... Aesthetically, it's cool. Design-wise, it's not very interesting. I think that game got so much praise for its aesthetics that people forget about the rest of it. That's my, like, edgy opinion on the Wind Waker. I don't know. Like, I don't hate it. I just think I think some of the dungeons are just really boring. No! Help me out here. Okay. That's weird. Ah, I forgot which button my thing was on. This is bad. Oh well. Still sub 30, I guess, but plus 21 is kind of not good. How far is this off of my sum of best? A minute. Crazy. Oops. I always seem to do that coming out of... I guess it's because I switched my hands to mash when I'm doing the swimming portions. No troll. It's cool. Oh, why is everything reversed? This is weird. I have to fix that in this menu. There we go. No. There we go. Hey, Smashy, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. I still save time with an extra menu, so that's good. And my menus are fixed, that's the more important part. Interesting. Oh, can't avoid that. Oh, nice. Have you actually made the move yet, or are you still like packing it up? Also, I didn't count my arrows, but I'm gonna play risky and just skip the free arrow here. Nice. That's cool. Must be nice to like be totally done with the move. Where did I lose that time? Fixing menus and then the acorn, that's it. My arrow count is fine, I think. I think I'm getting better at like applying like more long-term inventory strategy, if that makes sense to this run. Like before, sometimes I like wouldn't know exactly going into a dungeon what strats I could afford to do based on my arrow count, but I'm getting a little more like comfortable now that it's getting more consistent. Like I can take risks when I know I can take them, which pays off. The setup I use for this is literally as soon as this one breaks, I just start mashing. And I always seem to get that one within like the first like 20 or so frames of it spawning, so it's consistent and it's close enough to being optimal that I'll do it. There's probably more optimal ways to do it that just involve timing, but whatever. Hey, I actually did that right once. How did I know that was going to be a POP drop? I just knew. I was like, I could avoid it. This is going to make the rest of the dungeon a little hard. Because I'm not used to it, and there's a lot of really precise super jumps that I need to be able to do. Okay, that's the first one, which actually isn't fine. It's not like I'm not used to using POPs. He's like, it's not a big deal. Oh, and it'll make horse heads a little easier too. So that's cool. Okay, let's count. My counting is a little off, but that's fine. This is going to save the majority of our time. I don't think it'll gold, but it's fine. Man, think about, okay, so my gold was with first try horse heads. That was like 5th try horse heads, so I could save like 10 seconds. No, 5 seconds off of that, just from like better RNG. That's funny to think about. Because I remember when that gold was like, not only optimal, but lucky. But now it's like, I can be optimal and basically tie it regardless of the RNG. Well, you know, not regardless, within reason. Like, I could get horrendously unlucky and then it wouldn't work. But, you know, 5th try horses and I'm still fine. Thanks, Boomer. Okay. Double pressing B. I don't know, I'm feeling really confident about this game lately. Like, I got a 56, like 35 the other day, and I was like, dang. So that was cool. My menus are going to be totally different now because I changed something here and I haven't 100% routed it. But it's fine because it leaves braces on A, so it feels better. It's just going to make my inventory confusing. When's casual percent? I don't know, man. I can't do that anymore. Not for this game. The ship has sailed. That menu isn't that awkward though, so it's fine. Nice. You saved a handsome chunk of time there. This is the best pace I've been on. No, it's not. I was like 10 seconds ahead going into Rooster Skip once. I mean, compared to D5, I've already gained 11 seconds, which I've been not so good at gaining time on the second half. I've been doing okay at like tying it, but I don't remember the second half of this run being particularly stellar, so if I can afford to, I'd rather start scooping up all that time save where I can afford it. Yeah, I can definitely PB with this. I have 30 seconds to save on the final boss if I get good RNG. But the thing with the final boss is like, time save is never like free per se. You really gotta like still hope for good RNG. But if I get a perfect death roll, I could save 33 seconds. Of course, there's time save like littered throughout the run before that too, so I think this could 55 definitely. Ooh, that's a better menu now that I've omitted the extra boot equip after D6. I like it. It's like seems more fluid. You're not gonna see that. Yeah, it really sucks, but man, when you get 0 blue balls in the final boss fight and you're on PB face, your heart rate just skyrockets, and like you feel this like feeling that like I can not describe in a lot of other contexts of speedrunning. It's a really interesting feeling. I remember when I first got the 56 and my chest like hurt because it was just pumping so hard. It's a good feeling. So I don't know. It's a trade. I would never want the boss to be any different. I love the way it is. There's this like element to shock to it. Hope this is the right one. Yeah. I finally got a run. I failed, but prior to that, I failed 4 runs in a row to failing buffered rooster skip, which is like the most defeating feeling in like all of LADX speedrunning. Like failing buffered in 4 unique runs is something else. Let me tell ya. You don't want to do that. Don't be that guy. I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna equip this and keep boots. So I can do like little ones. Little boosts. There's like enough straightaways in this part where it's like pretty much worth it. And he gives me to eat. Hell yes, dude. This is good. What did I clink? Did I clink the, I clinked the, whatchamacallit. Nice, got it. Okay. That one always scares me. Got it, okay. Ah, Lord. Scary part's over. The second half was not very good. The fourth pillar and then the super jump were bad, but compared to the time I could have lost from the second pillar, which I tend to lose, I will take that any day. Like, this is still better than my average. Of course, I could all fail to Goombas. Or not. Hype. Holy shit. Okay, let's go. This is good. This is good. This is what I want. The only bad things were like a failed buffer and then like a failed super jump. That's like 4 or 5 seconds max. So this is good. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna be ahead. Pretty close, yeah. If I had better pillars, then that would have been better. That would definitely would have been gold potential if I had better pillars. I almost forgot to do that. There we go. Miss menu. This is where my new menu route is basically like unrouted, because like a lot of little things that I forget, like that. No, sky cabbage, you're killing me. Good moldarm. He didn't give me his heart job. Nice. And I got a heart drop. I think this will gold. Oops, I didn't equip. Nope, nope, no, no. Okay, we're fine. Jesus Christ, what a time to decide to adjust my headphones. Ah. I'm dumb. Yeah, because it keeps falling out of my ear. I'm basically following TGH's equip route at this point, because I watched his run a couple times last night, and his stuff made a lot more sense than whatever I was doing. My D8 equip route was stupid and kind of like nonsensical. That was silly. I kind of forgot some of the inputs there, but it's fine. Bad. There we go. Okay, 4 cycle. Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Still gonna basically tire gold. That's funny. See, like a lot of my late splits are like. I like that I can like tie them, I guess, because it shows like where like the little bits that if I just nail these little things, it'll just like blow them out of the water. So it's like, I don't know. In that sense, I'm really excited about the fact that like I'm seeing improvement in my late game through like the sheer potential of these golds. And just after more grinding, I'll start picking up on these tiny things and get them more consistent. There we go. That would have been my first 51 trigger there if I had gotten a little bit of a better run. But oh well. This has been a really good run so far. I'm out of coffee. This is a guaranteed blue ball, or that's a guaranteed good one. I knew that because of my X pixel was right. Damn it, that one wasn't guaranteed. Oh, I don't remember what the right one was. Shit, I should have paid attention. Nice. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh boy, Death will help me out here. Come on, man. Open up. Come on, man. Give me a break. Oops, bad. Shit, this is bad. This is a terrible Deathle fight. No, help me out, man. Okay, this is not gonna 55. This won't 55 by like 4 or 5 seconds. Screw that, man. That was a terrible Deathle. I could have done that way better. Damn it. I lost basically all my time save. I lost it to Deathle. The rest was good. 5606. Thanks, Z-Master. This boss, that was a terrible... I screwed him up so bad. I was so nervous. I screwed him up. That could have been a 56, or 55, but whatever. There's so much early game time save. Actually, okay, my Enter and Cello Spit are going to be really hard to compete with. I'm basically going to always be red. And then, everything's good. I lose... I didn't lose that much time. I lose 10 seconds to Villa Skip. GG easy, pretty much. Easy 56, easy PB. And then I lose a lot of time in D5. I lose a lot of time in Enter D5 for some reason, and then I lose... I messed up the manipulation in the boss fight of D5. I lose 10 seconds. Or no, that was bad. Everything else was good. I got first try Goomba in D7, so that was stupid. I think that D8 was bad. It tied my gold, but my gold is very optimized because I had a 4-cycle hot head, and I mismenued at the beginning, so I lost like 2 or 3 seconds to that. So I could probably save like 10 seconds on that if I try really hard, and then like just everywhere time save. Yeah, and then obviously there's about 30 seconds. There's still 30 seconds to save on my nightmare fight because I missed Blob Quick Kill for 1, so that sucked. And then I got 1 blue ball, and then I did terrible Deathle, so it's kind of average. But yeah, hella sick. I am stoked on this. I'm gonna share this to Twitter. Woo! I'm literally just gonna say woo. And then let me do screenshots. I can lord it over the LADX Discord. Anyways, that's going to be the end of my stream. So thank you for watching. I should do early streams more because I just feel like I feel like more capable of playing well when I'm in the middle of the day as opposed to at the night after I've like gone to work and stuff. Anyways, catch you later.